Miss Jamaica's glittering walk at the 2025 Miss Universe 2025 pageant took a harrowing turn. On Wednesday, November 19th, in Bangkok area, Thailand, 28-year-old Dr. Gabrielle Henry, Miss Universe Jamaica 2025, was confidently striding across the runway in a glowing orange evening gown and high heels, prepared to shine in the preliminary evening gown round. Instead, she missed a step at the stage edge, slipped off the platform, and tumbled into the darkness of the stage gap. Gasps echoed through the audience. Within moments, stretcher bearers were rushing to her side. Her pageant night ended on a gurney, whisked away to a hospital in the early hours. It was a scene that stunned both the live audience and millions online once the clip went viral. The victim of the stumble, Gabrielle Henry, is more than just a beauty queen. She is a qualified ophthalmologist and the founder of a Jamaica-based charity for the visually impaired. Her story had been one of triumph, service, and high expectations in this global competition. So when the fall happened, the world saw one of the brightest hopefuls brought low in the blink of an eye. The venue was the renowned Impact Challenger Hall in Pak Kret, Nonthaburi, Thailand. The event had already been bruised by controversy. 3 judges resigned in the week leading up, alleging that an impromptu jury had pre-decided finalists. The director of Miss Universe Thailand had recently been dismissed after a confrontation with Miss Mexico, triggering a walkout by contestants. Yet nothing had prepared anyone for the sight of a crowned national representative going off on a stretcher. What happened? Gabrielle stood at the edge of the stage, her orange fabric sweeping behind her, heels clicking on the runway. As she turned to walk back, the dark-lit lip of the stage seemed to vanish beneath her. She took a misstep, lost her balance, and plunged sideways. In the subsequent footage, she lies motionless for a heartbeat before the staff swarm, help her up, and place her on a stretcher. The show, as some viewers noted, curiously kept going without pause. Contestants still walked, music played, and the cameras rolled. Immediately after, her team issued a statement. She had been rushed to Paulo Rangsit Hospital. There were no broken bones, no life-threatening injuries reported, but further tests were being conducted. That same night, pageant owner Raul Rocha visited her at the hospital with her family and posted that she was under good care. Despite the reassuring tone, the fact remained. The once confident walk had ended in an ambulance-style evacuation. Social media reacted fast. Viewers called the fall hard to watch, a heart-stop moment, or proof that even the most poised can falter in a heartbeat. One user wrote, "Lord Jesus, my heart leapt." Another commented, "They need to stop making these ridiculous stage setups. This is not safe for the ladies." And yet, beneath the shock was another layer, admiration for Gabrielle's resilience. One of her fellow contestants, Danielle Latimer from Great Britain, who had herself slipped earlier in the competition, praised Gabrielle backstage for her kindness and support. The clip of Danielle saying, "Miss Jamaica came up to me and said some really kind things," spread across Instagram and TikTok. From Jamaica, a wave of support rose. Fans posted tributes, "Jamaica's queen will rise again. Our eyesight may be fine, but your vision inspires us. Get well soon, Dr. Henry." The Miss Universe Jamaica organization thanks supporters for their messages and asked the public to stay upbeat and pray for her recovery. Meanwhile, commentators pointed out that the incident casts an extra shadow on the 2025 pageant, occurring amidst the very real crisis of resignations, walkouts, allegations of rigging, and poor stage safety. It felt more than a mere accident. Backstory matters here. Gabrielle earned her title earlier in 2025, a standout among her peers, not merely for looks, but for her academic and community credentials. The ophthalmologist charity work for visually impaired Jamaicans had already given her a platform to speak, in press events, speaking tours, and her hometown of Kingston. Crowned Miss Universe Jamaica in August, she stepped into the international spotlight with ambition. Her runway rehearsals, costume fittings, and interviews had been documented in social posts, and she seemed home on stage, until the misstep changed everything. The platform she walked upon was tough. The runway lighting was reportedly dim, the stage edge poorly marked, and many viewers speculated that the high heels plus the sweeping gown made the fall almost inevitable. Some critics were quick to point fingers. The stage design was dangerous. Why wasn't there better lighting or a raised lip warning? While others defended the pageant. It was a freak accident. These women trained for months, and footwear risk is part of it. Either way, the optics are unfortunate. Details emerging. The evening gown round was part of the preliminary competition, ahead of the official finals held later this weekend. Her tumble happened mid-walk. In the seconds before she fell, you could see her pose confidently at center stage, then pivot, and the next second she's on the ground, her gold-heeled sandal slipping off the stage rim. A video released early Thursday shows the cast of contestants continuing the show as she is carried away. The continuity raised questions about how much the organizers prioritize spectacle over safety. The sequence of events is important. Wednesday evening, tumble. Night of November 19th, hospitalization. November 20th, public confirmation by organizers that no broken bones but observation required. Miss Jamaica's absence from the Thursday night segment raised alarms. Why wasn't she there? The response was she remains hospitalized, undergoing tests, may or may not continue in the competition, but her condition is stable. With the finals looming, the decision will come soon whether she returns to the stage or withdraws. Meanwhile, the controversies swirl like a storm. The pageant had already been rocked by the resignation of Judge Omar Harfouche, who alleged an impromptu jury had already chosen some finalists behind the scenes. Director Nawat Itzara Grizzly's firing after a public altercation with Miss Mexico added to the turbulence. And now the accident? Some social media threads speculate foul play. Was she rushed off because they didn't want her winning? Did the pageant ignore stage safety for dramatic effect? Even though no evidence suggests anything nefarious, the speculation thrives in the vacuum of transparency. What now for Gabrielle Henry? At the time of this recording, she is under observation in Bangkok, awaiting further test results. Her future in the competition is uncertain. Some insiders suggest she may withdraw from the finals to prioritize her health. Others hope for the triumphant return of the Jamaican queen. Regardless of outcome, her story has already transcended this one pageant, moving from runway to hospital bed, from contestant to symbol of vulnerability in a glittery world. For viewers of her journey, this is a reminder that pageant careers are not just about gowns and crowns, they are about human beings bearing pressure, expectation, and physical risk. Gabrielle's platform for visually impaired Jamaicans lends added poignancy. A slip on stage and the irony snaps into focus. Her advocacy work might now gain even more attention, her voice amplified by the dramatic moment. Looking ahead, the finals of Miss Universe 2025 will crown a winner soon. The question on everyone's mind, will Gabrielle be walking in that final evening gown? Will Miss Jamaica still have a chance at the crown despite the fall? And equally, what reforms will the pageant organizers implement in the aftermath? Will this incident trigger reassessment of stage safety, shoe rules, runway lighting, or contestant medical protocols? Industry insiders suggest yes, this won't blow over. For her personally, the recovery period is critical. Although no fractures were reported, soft tissue injuries, concussion risk, or other trauma might make a return hazardous. Her team will weigh the prestige of a title attempt against her long-term career as an ophthalmologist and advocate. Many voices are encouraging her to prioritize health and come back stronger next year. Others are already calling her a hero for calming Danielle Latimer backstage, for representing her country with dignity, for turning misfortune into inspiration. From the wider perspective, this event may become a case study in live television and live stage events. How one misstep can change a narrative, how safety protocols often lag behind glamorous appearances, how a single fall can dominate headlines more than who wins the crown. For fans, there will be interest in behind-the-scenes footage, safety reviews, and how the show handles the crisis midstream. Will the producers pause to address her, issue a statement, or keep on moving? Evidence shows the show kept going, which opens another ethical discussion about how entertainment balances human cost and spectacle. In the end, Gabrielle's fall is more than a viral moment. It's a dramatic chapter in what should have been a dream for her and a vivid reminder that no one is untouchable, not even on the world's biggest beauty stage. It demands empathy, it provokes questions, and it holds the possibility of redemption. Whether she returns to compete at full strength, whether she uses this moment to elevate her global platform, whether the organizers learn from this near tragedy, those will be the follow-up stories. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.